controller. But
Yeah, like your weird aunt who eats like SunMaid raisins can play Mario Kart any day of the week.
we actually have a box of SunMaid raisins in the house right now.
Oh
Well, we
no.
made cinnamon raisin bagels on over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
So
At least you used them for that, and you weren't just like eating them just on the regs.
yeah. No, we cooked with them. They came out great, by the way.
Remember those like little boxes you'd get at school? They were like
Yep.
yay big, and they
Yeah.
had that little tab. And if you had them, like all the kids were like, "Ew, you get raisins,"
Yeah. Yeah.
and
And
they were
then
just like chomping down on yodels, you know, because back then like no one knew that that shit was terrible for you.
Vortex says every time you lose a Mario Kart, it makes you throw your controller too. That is
Mm.
correct.
I don't
Man,
know if I've thrown one, but I've definitely thought about it.
Nintendo has this habit of making controllers that are easily chuckable. Like you can put a nice little
Yeah.
spin on them. Think about it. You get the Joy-Con. It's like you could hold it in one hand and you could just like put a little spin on it with your trigger finger, just across the
Oh
room.
yeah.
You know.
I think we joked around about the condom that they created to put over that thing. Remember that fucking like
For the
yeah,
Wiimote, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah, they
have
had
a,
to do that.
I have a few of those. Just because people were literally putting the things through their TVs.
Uh-huh. Probably more out of like I wouldn't say out of anger, probably just out of just what do you call it?
Stupidity.
Stupidity. Yeah, stupidity and carelessness was the word I was
Carelessness is
looking
the
for.
word.
Because
Yeah.
they weren't using that strap, and I'm pretty sure they had the strap initially, but whatever. They put a
Right.
fucking condom on it and they called it a day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like child-proofing your coffee table with tennis balls.
Oh my God, people do that?
Yeah. Well.
Like the corners of the table? So like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Or I
Wow,
mean,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I mean, there's other ways to do it, but that is one of the ways.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm.
You learn something new every day, Drew.
I am a wealth of useless knowledge.
I blame Reddit,
Yep.
not just for you, but for anybody
Yeah. No, that's accurate.
with that kind of knowledge.
Let's see here. Moving on. Fallout takes on Super Smash Brothers. What are you thinking here?
Smash. Fallout is not doing well, and I think that's enough to keep it out.
Yeah, I mean, I would be inclined to agree. Smash Brothers is still adding characters to their latest release, which is absurd. I don't know how many characters they're up to, but it's some ridiculous goddamn number.
It's got to be.
But this is actually a pretty close match. Super Smash Brothers does take the win, 56.5%. Fallout coming up very close, 43.5. Surprising.
I wonder if Smash has as many characters as Marvel versus Capcom at this point.
Probably. I would.
Two, by the way, not one, two.
Yeah, I would venture a guess that it's pretty close.
I never liked that globe character selection screen. It's cool, but I know it's like iconic at this point, and I can still think about it to this day, but I always struggled looking at those tiny little windows of like who I was choosing. But of course, they show up on the bottom left, so it is what it is. But
yeah, it was not a good character select. And I'm sorry, the music in that game sucked too.
I wasn't a huge fan. I liked one in terms of the character selection screen because it's just a basic like rectangular grid.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, that's a different topic.
Yeah, we should do an episode on character select screens.
We could easily do that.
Yeah, which ones were your favorites and such. Yeah, I think we should do that.
Okay.
Let's see here. All right, so for next week, we're looking at Mario Kart versus Super Smash Brothers. Kind of interesting now. We're getting down to the wire, Nintendo versus Nintendo. But this is where like the true grit of a franchise comes into play. What are you thinking?
Man, this is tough. Smash.
Yeah. Yeah.
As much as I hate to say that because I really don't like that franchise.
Yeah, I think you're right, though.
It's going to win. Kart or Mario Kart can really only go so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're stuck at 8 right now, too. I don't know if they've really done much with it. Is it timeless? 100%. But people do like more content, and I don't think that we're getting that right now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think if they were going to do anything, it would just be like more tracks, DLC. But they've had that opportunity, and they haven't done it, so...
No, they haven't. I think they know what's there is not broken, so they're not trying to tamper with it, and I can respect that.
Totally. Let's take a look then. East, we have for next week The Legend of Zelda versus Resident Evil, Mario Kart versus Super Smash Brothers. So some interesting possibilities here. You know, Resident Evil could take on Mario Kart. Legend of Zelda could take on Smash. Looking forward to seeing how this all shakes down.
Oh, totally, man. I mean, I really didn't expect it to be this down to the wire with some really heavy hitters, but it's good to see.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the West, our final bracket for the evening. The Last of Us against Sonic the Hedgehog. Metroid versus Deus Ex. Star Fox versus Street Fighter. And Castlevania versus Assassin's Creed. So
these are interesting.
These are very interesting matchups, and they're kind of all over the place. So let's see how it shakes out. And we'll start out with The Last of Us versus Sonic the Hedgehog. Any thoughts here?
Is that a real question? I mean, I'm just being sarcastic, but I mean, Last of Us. I'm speechless. I mean, Sonic is great. It was great in like '93. But you know, we're in 2021, and Last of Us is a masterpiece. So.
Well, I would have to agree with you, but I also believe you may be underestimating the power of Sonic the Hedgehog fans. They are devout in a terrifying way sometimes. But let's see how the votes shook out. Very close.
As terrifying as Sonic's original teeth in the movie that they had to change. Remember that shit?
Oh God, I do. I do.
I
do. But this is a very close matchup. One of the closest ones we had. Sonic the Hedgehog taking the win, 52 to 48%.
Wait, is this real?
This is real life.
What am I seeing? This is the most shocking bracket I've seen yet.
This one, yeah, this was pretty shocking for me too.
I am genuinely disappointed. As much as I've avoided Last of Us 2, man, who would have thunk? I can accept this. Sonic is a classic. Fuck you, Dave. You know, you wanted Joel to win.
I think we all wanted Joel to win, but much like in the game,
gotta die, dude.
Joel has been put out to pasture.
He's got to die with one of those Molotov